Walking through old chapters of life, she was reminisced by tattered tapestry of strife. It was threads of one skin ripped apart, leaving a barren space in her heart. However, amidst the frayed and broken strands, she stumbled on a web of love that still expands. It was networks of support so strong and true, lifting her up and sees her through. Realizations crept in her brain. Family are those hands that holds you through pain. The echoing voices of love when you feel small, and the hearts that catch you when you fall. Though she may have been torn, she stood complete with love reborn. For the people who surround her day by day have woven a tapestry of family in their own way.
You're my rainbow. Rainbow appears after a town tour, as well as you who patiently waited for me as I was making fly. Cause you're the rainbow that brings me relief from my storm. And that's such a wonderful feeling that the excitement, warmth, joy, intuitive, and harshness are felt in your roy-to-pip colors.
Freedom that I always want. But I understand that not everyone could have it. My voice is loud, but I am controlled. My wings are ready to fly, but I am in the cocoon. I want to fly like a butterfly, but it's something that I cannot claim. I always ask for it, but they give me limits. I want to go outside. There, my freedom awaits. To fly outside is my greatest dream, but the strong blow of the wings hinders me from flying freely like I always wanted to be.
I am me. You are the fellow that has to decide whether you do it or toss it aside. I was made to be wild like tiger. I was made to be wicked as a eve, and wanted to be free like a bird, to carve out my own crazy destiny, and to find a comfort place with my mom where I can be the most authentic version of me.
Tila parang lindol, dumating ka sa aking buhay na di inaasahan, walang pasabi at biglaan. Tila parang lindol, mga pader sa aking puso, iyong ginuho. Tapos bigla ka lang maglalaho. Tila parang lindol, tahimik at panandalian, pero puro pinsala ang iniwan. Tila parang lindol, takot at pighati ay dala. Ito ang iniwan mong alaala. Puso'y sugatan, ngunit patuloy pa rin tumitibok. Dito susuko sa anumang pagsubok. Di man natin mababalik ang oras, andyan pa naman ang bukas. Patuloy akong lalaban sapagkat di pa ito ang wakas. At kahit ang lahat ay gumuhuman, ang pag-asa ay lagi na yan.
Lakang. Sa pagpadulong sa imong padulngan, dili ka kaabot kung dili ka mulakang. Lakang lang og lakang, kay maabot ka na lagi dito sa imong pagkaagtuan. Magdagma ka man, bangon. Malikyas ka man, padayon. Maulanan ka man, pasilong. Kay maabot ra ang panahon, dili nakakapuyon. Sakit man mapadol sa bato, masuntoy sa butang at dili sayon maimo. Mabinud man ang mga lapalapa, sa kataas sa imong gipaktasan, apan ayaw kalimot sa paglakang. Ayaw kalimot sa pagtikang. Ayaw kalimot sa pag-isbog. Bisag layo ka, ayaw kabalaka, kay layo na ka sugod sa imong gisugdan. Ayaw pagdali sa imong mga laka, basig na unya, tilisakto, nga dalan imong naagian, hinay lang, tama lang, sakto lang. Sa panahong ikaw maabot na, ayaw kalimot sa imong naagian, niisbog ka, nilakang ka, busa padayon sa imong mga lakang.
Growing up, they told us gender was just a box. Pink or blue, boy or girl. No in between, no flux. But as I've grown older, I've realized the lie. Gender is a spectrum. We're all different, that's why. Gender is not binary. It's not black or white. Its color is rainbow. And we all have the right to be who we are, to express ourselves freely. Gender is a human experience, not just male or female, really. Society tries to tell us what a man or woman should be, but we don't fit their molds. We need diversity. Transgender, non-binary, genderqueer, and more. We're all valid, we're all real. We deserve to be adored. But still, there's hate and violence. For those who don't conform, we need to stand together and make sure they are born. We need to educate and challenge what we know. Gender is not a binary. We need to let it show. So let's celebrate our differences and embrace our unique selves. We should all love ourselves because gender is a beautiful thing.
Anxious, anxious, anxious. That girl over there, is she judging what I wear? Anxious, 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 my cuticles are bleeding as I continue peeling. Anxious, 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 my mind racing. Are they staring at me with beady eyes full of scrutiny? Anxious, 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 I hate crowds and loud places. I hate eye contact, so I start pacing. Pacing to the exit, pacing out the room, pacing to private places. So I can be alone, because alone is home. Alone is safe, alone is free, a place to be me without fear or anxiety.
Everyone today in their age, everyone will experience this thing called rage. Rage is like a big red evil soul, but I really want it to rot like mold.
A narcissist goodbye. Looking through a glass wall, you were at my beck and call. Like an overflowing cup, you used to build me up. Empty threats take form, all our contracts torn. I take and I take. You'd give and you'd give. You leave me behind as if I never crossed your mind. A glass wall is shattered, but a new one is built. One that is opaque and made of steel. Haven't you considered how I feel? I call out your name, but you never came. The cup is now empty, with no one to fill it plenty. Now I have no one to rely on. Live without me, carry on.
My mother is the best. My mother is the best because she's so caring and supportive. I can't live without her. She's kind, pretty, and smart. Her dishes are the best. Mother, mother, you're the best.
100 times before, going in circles on a one-way street, running till your feet get sore. Well, I guess you haven't heard, you've been get around no more. Things are about to get much better, so I wanna make this forever.
Her. I always feel like a duet. This return feels like peace in my mind. This feeling is such a mystery that it is still unknown. Heed the seraphic voice of a lullaby. Then suddenly, I met this young lady who has a pretty smile and angelic voice. In her laugh at every moment, I can't forget the moment. Praying will always be that moment. It is such music to my ears, especially those horror songs she always sings. The vibe gives longevity, a sage would agree. I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, but I consider it trivial. I don't put myself in danger nor falling in love with an alligator. Despite those thoughts, I was wrong until I realized that I'm in love. She's always beautiful in my eye. She's ineffable to describe in a poem.
Top of their class and their efforts were applauded, there existed a person. Excellent, but flawed. They were a person of praise, that is no doubt, but narcissism and pride, they were unfortunately endowed. Brilliance and positivity, they did have inside them, though the negative traits were still always showing. Don't misunderstand though, they were self-aware. Change was what they wanted, that they declared. Through all the tribulations that they had to endure, very little change happened, that they were sure. And when they finally gave up, they had a life-changing thought. People still loved them throughout all their faults. When they finally let go of all their misconceptions, they stated one last time, I have finally accepted all of my imperfections.
Last ni inay, nung ikay lumisan, ako'y nandoon sa paaralan. Pag uwi ko, ako'y nakatulala na lamang. Hindi ko tanggap na ikaw ay lumisan. Na para bang may hinahanap ako na galing sa'yo. Umiiyak na ako kakaisip kung ano ba ang hinahanap ko. Para bang hindi na ako mapakali kakaisip sa'yo. Pumunta ako sa kwarto mo, sumilip kung totoo bang wala ka na. At ang una kong nakita, ang tsinelas mo ang laging isinusuot. Wala ka na talaga, aking ina. Pero huwag kang mag-alala, maghihintay ako sa pagbabalik mo. Suot-suot ang tsinelas mo.
Isang kahong punong-puno mula sa dakong napakalayo. Kapag ang kahong ito'y binuksan, lungkot ay sandaling naiibsan. Mga ngiting kapalit ng tsokolate, mga laroang napakarami, mga salitang di ko masabi, mas gusto sana kitang makatabi. Sa malalamig na mga gabi, sa masasayang sandali, mga katagang lagi mong sinasabi, na, magpakabait ka ha, mag-aral na mabuti, mag-iingat ka palagi. Nagpapakabait ako ma, nag-aral na mabuti. Di ba nga nakapaglakad na tayong dalawa sa harap ng maraming tao sa pulang alpombra? Suot-suot ko ang itim na toga. Pinagbutihan ko talaga ma, dahil sa pangako mong uuwi ka. Bawat parangal at medalya, pinaghirapan, pinagsikapan, para sa lumilipad na mga kulay. Lahat ng ito'y inalay, para sa tinatawag na tagumpay. Ngunit bakit wala pa ring saysay? Ngayon ako pa rin ay narito, sa dulo ng pulang alpombra nakatayo. Hindi na nag-aaral, ako isa ng guro, naghihintay para matutupad ang pangako.
Thank you for the opportunity that you have given to us. I would like to thank OWWA and USeP, especially to our mentor, Sir Yu. Thank you for the learnings, the knowledge you have given to us, the guide. Thank you. And
hi, I am Reyes Laurentino and my sister is Gina Lee, which is a mystical prayer and grade. So I am very thankful to be part of this workshop since I learned a lot in writing, for example, in writing poetry and its structure. And I'm very grateful na dumating po ito sa aming school, dito sa USeP, and I am very grateful now. I am one of the participants.
hi, I'm Angela Natalie for A. Petonio, the daughter of Joan Marie A. Petonio from an OFW in Hong Kong. And I'm so grateful for this experience, and I've actually learned a lot, especially in improving my writing skills. That's all.
Okay, so first note, thank you for our partners, OWWA Region 11, for your trust and confidence to USeP, being our partners, and for the success also of this literary workshop, poetry reading, and writing. Well, we are expecting for another series this year, and hopefully we can come up with the best output for next year. And we hope also other agencies will be helping or collaborating with us. This is not just for the OWWA representatives, but for the children also of the OFW. Dagan salamat sa mga usapa, trust sa OWWA na appear sa amin.